Hi LK. Today we'll be reading Caterpillars and Butterflies. It was written by Stephanie Turnbull, designed by Nalupa Hussain, illustrated by Roseanne Gill and Yue Mayer. There was even a caterpillar and butterfly consultant. That was Michael Cross from the London Butterfly House. Whoa, look how beautiful that one is. Learn more about them. Amazing insects. Butterflies are flying insects with beautiful wings. They began life as caterpillars. This is a peacock butterfly. The spots on its wings look like the marks on a peacock's tail. I bet that it also will fool some birds that might want to eat it. They might think those are eyes in a face. Oh, table of contents. So we know that this is definitely a non-fiction book. Tiny eggs. Butterflies lay eggs on leaves and twigs. The eggs are sticky so they don't fall off. Some butterflies, lay more than 1,000 eggs in just a few weeks. I don't think it looks like that, but that's a lot of eggs. This is a very close-up photo of some eggs. Many eggs have a thick, rough covering. A caterpillar is growing inside each egg. They'll be ready to hatch in a few days. Butterfly eggs come in different shapes. Some eggs look like round pearls. Other eggs are long and thin. And a few hang, like beads on a string. Interesting. Hatching out. A caterpillar bites a hole in its egg and wriggles out. This is a cabbage white caterpillar. It's hatching. You can see other tiny caterpillars still inside their eggs. Oh, that one is coming right on out. First, a caterpillar eats its egg. Whoa, this gives its energy. It is still hungry, so it eats the leaf the egg was on. Then it moves to eat more leaves from the same plant. Caterpillars have strong jaws. They can munch through a leaf in seconds. Oh my Lord, look at this one. Lots of legs. All caterpillars have 16 legs. Wow. This is an emperor gum moth caterpillar. The front 6 legs are stiff and pointed for grabbing food. Whoa, so those are actually legs, but they use them like pinchers to grab food. The other legs are fatter. They have suckers on them for clinging onto stalks and twigs. Some caterpillars move along in big loops. The front part of the body will stretch out, then the back part lifts up and moves up to meet the front feet. So it's like a little inchworm going along. Stay away. Birds and insects like to eat caterpillars. Many caterpillars have patterns on their body to help them hide. This geometrid moth caterpillar looks just like a twig. Whoa, I thought it was a twig. That's actually a caterpillar. Some caterpillars make a horrible smell that keeps others away. Be you. Whoa, look at this one. Many caterpillars try to look scary to frighten their enemies. Well, that would frighten me. This is a puss moth caterpillar. They rear up to look big and fierce. Yes, they do. Sweet oil caterpillars eat poisonous plants. This makes them taste bad to birds. Oh, that's pretty smart. Big eaters. Caterpillars eat all the time. They find a plant they like and they eat until it is all gone. These caterpillars are called large whites. They only like to eat cabbage leaves. Well, that would be really bad if you were a gardener and were growing cabbages, because it looks like they like them a lot. Caterpillars soon grow so fat that their skin is too tight and it starts to split. They wriggle out of the old skin and underneath is a new stretchy skin. This swallowtail caterpillar has a brand new skin. It leaves the old skin behind. I don't know if you remember in the fall when we saw locusts on the trees, cicadas or locusts. They had split out of their skins and left them behind. The bottom it says, most caterpillars change their skin 4 times. Each time the patterns are more interesting. Wow. Okay, so this one, for instance, looks like it didn't really have any dots, and then it gets more colors and more dots. Whoa, that got very interesting. Time to change. Soon caterpillars are ready to turn into butterflies. First, a caterpillar finds a safe, sheltered place. Looks like it chose underneath a leaf there. It hangs upside down, usually, using hooks on its body. Its skin splits and falls off. Underneath is a new skin. The skin gets harder and harder until it's like a case. Oh, you really can't even see the caterpillar anymore inside. The hard case is called a pupa. The pupa hangs without moving for weeks. Inside, a butterfly is growing. Some caterpillars hide inside a rolled up leaf before they turn into a pupa. Well, that's kind of clever. A new body. When butterflies are fully grown, they're ready to break out of their pupa. You can see this butterfly's wings inside the pupa. You can tell what kind it is too. A butterfly slowly pushes itself out of its pupa. Then it stops to rest. Its wings are pale, damp, and crumpled. Butterflies have to let their wings dry out before they can fly. This monarch butterfly must wait a few hours for its wings to spread out and get stiffer. Butterflies don't grow after they've hatched. They stay the same size all their lives. So they might grow when they're a caterpillar, but once they become a butterfly, they don't grow anymore. Up and away. Butterflies are always moving around. They never stay still for long. All butterflies have 4 big, wide wings. They flap all 4 wings together. Their wings are covered in tiny scales. You can see them under a microscope. Whoa, that looks very cool. Down here it says some butterflies flap their wings 70 times every second. Wow, that is quite a lot. And on this big picture of a monarch, you can definitely see 1, 2, 3, 4 wings. What is a moth? A moth looks a lot like a butterfly, but it's not quite the same. This emperor moth has smaller, narrower wings than a butterfly. Down here it says, hawk moths can fly much faster than you can run. Most moths fly at night when there are not so many enemies around. Wow. This is a Madagascan moon moth. Looks a lot like the Luna moths that you can see around here in Indiana. Moths have fat, furry bodies to keep them warm on cold nights. They have feathery feelers that can sense objects in the dark. You know something else I know? When butterflies rest, their wings are closed, and when moths rest, their wings are open. Looks like they also have 1, 2, 3, 4 wings though. Feeding. Butterflies and moths feed on juices from flowers or fruit. Instead of a mouth, they have a long, thin tube called a proboscis. Whoop, there it is. They drink through it like a straw. Whoa, it says Asian vampire moths can actually prick an animal's skin and drink its blood. Ah, well, that's in Asia, that's not here. The proboscis is usually curled up. Look at that. It uncurls when the butterfly drinks. When butterflies are thirsty, they often suck up drops of water from damp ground. Oh. So it looks like they're all using like the little proboscis, the little straws, to get a drink. Vanishing act. Lots of animals like to eat butterflies. Some butterflies have patterns that help them hide. Whoa, cool. This leaf butterfly keeps still. Enemies think it's just a leaf. It really does look like a leaf, doesn't it? Oh, I can see its antenna up here though. Glasswing butterflies have see-through wings, which makes them hard to spot. This hair streak butterfly is easy to see as it flies. Its wings are green underneath, so it can hide when it lands. See, it lands and folds up its wings, and they're green and looks like leaves. This orange-tip butterfly looks like the flowers it feeds on. Oh, it really does. Showing off. Some butterflies are poisonous, so they don't need to hide from enemies. Bright markings on this swallowtail butterfly warn animals that it tastes bad. Some butterflies have big spots like eyes on their wings to make them look scary. These butterflies both look poisonous to animals, but the one on the left is harmless. It copies the poisonous butterfly's patterns. I wonder if you can tell any difference at all. Not much. This one maybe looks like it's a little more yellow. The frog's confused. He's like, nah, I won't eat either one. This moth has a fat body and small wings. Enemies think it's a bee and leave it alone. That's clever. Big and small. Butterflies and moths come in all shapes and sizes. Atlas moths are the biggest moths in the world. Each of their wings is wider than a page in this book. Whoa, that means it's bigger than my hand. The smallest butterfly is called a pygmy blue. And this is its real size. Oh, it's tiny. It's about as big as my pinky fingernail. This is a zebra swallowtail butterfly. Many swallowtails have long wings and make them look actually bigger than they are. Whoa, it's pretty. This helps to protect them from enemies. Birds often snap at the butterfly's dangling tails instead of its body. The butterfly has a chance to escape. Losing a bit of its wing doesn't hurt. Oh, very clever. I think that is all. And that's all. All about butterflies, caterpillars, and moths.